What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Man, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what's going on with this new generation we got right here. It's amazing to me. Now we got a 50-50 fight coming up against Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. I got B Norman all day. But Devin, I mean, it's a 50-50 fight. Either one of them could win this fight. I'm rocking with the real dude, real recognized real. Now, the amazing part to me is every time somebody pick against Devin Haney, you got these Haneyacks talking about somebody hating on Devin. Why the fuck somebody gotta be hating on this dude? Because they like a different fighter than him. And it's amazing, man. You know, it's the world done got so fake that it ain't but a few real ones in every sector of life. And I don't care whether it's sports, entertainment, all of it, everything, religion, everything is, it's just a few real ones, but the majority of the people is perpetrating and faking. I think Devin Haney is a good boxer, but I got a problem with a guy that don't have his own identity. He done wrapped his whole identity around trying to be Floyd Mayweather. And I could go along with it a little bit better if the minute you thought you was in a good spot, you start trying to diss a motherfucker and your whole image is him. You hired the man daddy trained in his gym for years, then as soon as you get a little money in your pocket, start talking shit about the dude. And Floyd is Floyd, however Floyd is, he been that way. So it was all right, when you needed a motherfucker, but as soon as dudes think they don't need nobody no more, they come with how they really felt the whole time. And this is why a lot of guys can't get no. This is why a lot of guys don't like helping certain people because of shit like that. I think Devin is a good fighter, but I think he a good fighter absent power, and he not A+ on defense. You know, when Ryan Garcia caught Devin in the first round when they fought, so steroids or not, he wasn't supposed to get caught with that hook no more. A good top quality fighter, the A+ guys where he try to put himself, Floyd, them guys like that. If you catch him with a big shot, you might catch him once or twice that round that you catch him in it. But that ain't happening no more after that. If they make it to the corner, you will not land that shot again in that fight. That's guaranteed. Just go back and look at the great ones that was the great boxers and see that they get hit by the same punch over and over again throughout a fight. Steroids or not, if your defense tight, that shit don't even matter because he don't land them shots. And everybody knew the shot he was trying to land. Devin knew it, and you still got hit with it. That's not elite level. But he is a good fighter. But an elite level boxer with no power ain't got no business getting hit with the same shot over and over and over again. I'm sorry. Them just facts. Go watch when Floyd fought Zab. I'm saying Floyd because that's who he tried to be like. Zab caught Floyd good in the third round. In first or third round, actually knocked him down. They just didn't call it. He didn't land that shot no more to fight. Sugar Shane Mosley caught Floyd with two big right hands in the second round of their fight. Didn't land that shot again the rest of the fight. See, because when you're on an elite level, you don't make the same mistake over and over again. That ain't gonna happen. And once you get embarrassed a little bit, you finna shut that shit down. Terrence Crawford, I've seen him get hit with big shots. You ain't gonna keep hitting them with it. You might get that first. You might have a round where you catching him with them shots. If he get through that round, that shit ain't happening no more. That's elite level. Devin he may be one day. He ain't now. He a good boxer. He a good boxer. I can't go no farther than that with it. There's no evidence of greatness there. There's evidence of a damn good boxer, but there ain't no evidence of greatness there. It's not like he beat a bunch of good fighters. I mean, a bunch of real top level fighters he haven't. I don't care why he didn't have it. Yeah, now he's been willing to fight more guys that was been willing to fight him, true enough, but they didn't fight. So without them having a fight, see this generation, all you gotta do is call out somebody and say you want to fight them, and that's good enough that you would have beat them. That's the shit they living off now. That ain't how it work. As long as it's words, everybody a bad motherfucker. You got to get in the ring and fight. I think Brian Norman Jr. is a guy that ain't trying to be nobody but him. He not out here trying to act like Marvin Hagler. He ain't out here trying to act like his dad. He ain't trying to act like nobody but him. Uh, I will always go with a real one over a fake one any day. Because when you're trying to be somebody else, you fake. You got to find your own identity in life at some point. Sooner or later, it's gonna come to that. You know, and I like a guy that's comfortable in his own skin. I don't like no motherfucker who evidently either don't know they self enough or want to be more like somebody than their own self. That shit don't make no sense to me. You know, walking around, coming to the gym with a bunch of bodyguards and all this shit. This all the stuff Floyd did, saying the same shit Floyd was saying before fights. And it don't even sound the same because who is these? You keep talking about the level you on. Who the fuck have you fought to put yourself on this level you talking about? It'd be nice if he do show up when they fight because, I mean, this motherfucker been smoking some good bud somewhere. Who Jojo Diaz, old Linares, Lomachenko had been beat twice. Campos, everybody in the damn, he ain't want to fight since he beat Teofimo Lopez, Regis Prograde with them short ass arms, weight bully. Who is these elite level? You ain't beat Shakur, you ain't beat Tank, you didn't beat Ryan. Shit, you ain't beat Keyshawn, you ain't beat there's a lot of dudes now. Whether you was willing to fight them and they didn't fight or not, don't matter. Y'all did not fight. So, I mean, if you fought a bunch of them, then we could be talking like that. But you done fought a bunch of guys who have been knocked out and beat by motherfuckers. I mean, what are we talking about here? Are we speaking on him sparring shit? Yeah, he done sparred a lot of guys. Come on, man. And once again, it's a 50-50 fight. I like Brian Norman Jr. I don't give a fuck who win. But I do want Brian Norman Jr. to win. But I mean, what they eat don't make me shit. So I mean, one dude came on my channel gonna tell me, don't hide when a fighter will hide from what is my motherfucking channel. Where I'm going. It's not me. It's gonna be y'all. That's what happened when if a guy would lose a fight, we gonna talk about it. Somebody gotta win. Somebody gotta lose. I mean, that's just how this shit go. And it is what it is. It ain't me getting beat up, and then what difference do it make? But I do think Brian Norman Jr. gonna knock his ass out. That I believe that. Might be wrong, but I think that's what's gonna happen. See, cause what y'all evidently ain't been paying attention. Height, reach, all that shit matter, and Devin had that advantage in pretty much every fight he done been in. Now this guy that's the same height, arms longer, and punch harder. This shit gonna be different. And Devin gonna be running around that motherfucking ring all night. Watch. He ain't coming to fight. He coming to run. And Turkey is not gonna pay it. You ain't coming out of there with no win like that. At some point, you're gonna have to sit in there and plant his feet and let them hands go. And I don't give a fuck even if you come to run. If you got a guy coming to get you, he's gonna come. I mean, you're gonna have to take some. You're gonna have to get. You're not gonna go 12 rounds and it don't get busy in there a little bit. That's not gonna happen. He ain't Ramirez. He's not gonna sit up there and accept that shit. His father ain't gonna let him. If he got to sell out like Ryan Garcia did, he'll sell out. That's what Ryan did. It came to, I think it was around the 6th round where he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get him. And that's when the whole fight changed. It seemed to me like at a point Ryan was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go home and try to get this motherfucker and just start coming in there with them big shots. And if you don't have the power to keep a guy off you, which is probably why they went and hired Victor Conte. Now he out of here now, so We'll see. Maybe they learned enough where they can keep doing whatever they was doing without him being there. But like I said, I think he went and got him to enhance that power. And the man was on record saying, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. When I see a guy talking about Vada, Vada, Vada like they did, that's usually the guy who might be doing something. That's the best way to disguise it. And like I said, man, we'll see what happens when they get in there. But like I say, man, I think Devin a good boxer. I think he got talent. I think he was a better fighter when he was with Floyd Senior. I think since he lost Floyd Daddy, he ain't got no better. I felt like he was getting better and better every fight when he had Floyd Senior. Since Floyd Dad been out of his corner, I don't see development. Seem like it's somewhat stopped. That's just my opinion. I agree with Norman Senior when he say he like the same guy, except in that Ramirez fight because Devin ain't he was a mover, but he wasn't no runner. Shit, he straight. He borderline straight ran in that fight to some degree. Now it's Ramirez's job to cut the ring off and make him fight, but that wasn't him. And so that let me know, shit, his head's still fucked up. He damaged goods. What's gonna happen when this dude start touching him? And them ghosts gonna be there. They obviously was there. You wouldn't have fought Ramirez the way he did. He stunk the joint out that night. A good fighter don't sit up there and do no shit like that. Especially with a guy that's not supposed to be on his level. When a guy ain't on your level, you're supposed to get him up out of there. Who the fuck Devin knocked out? He ain't knocked out nobody in years. So, power ain't gonna be, that ain't what you got to worry about. Shit. Unless he just found something recently. I ain't never seen, he ain't got no, so how do you keep a guy off you that's made up his mind he coming to get you without no power? How the fuck you gonna keep a guy off of you that know how to corner your ass and put you on the ropes and put you in the corner and let his hands go? How do you keep him off? You can't just, you can only tie up so many times before they start taking points. At some point, you want to fight on the inside. Uh, you know, that's where it is. And like I say, man, it's going. I hope it be a good fight. I think it should be a great fight. I do. I think it's gonna be points where Devin gonna realize he gotta sit down on him. Sit down and get some respect in there. Because if you don't, a guy get overconfident and shit. Confidence, it's hard to be a good fighter with confidence that's in shape. It's hard to beat that. Especially if you ain't got no pop on them shots. Brian Norman Jr. got pretty good timing from what I see. And timing is how you counter speed. And when your arms is longer than the guy, shit, at some point, like I say, I think it's going to take Devin 2 or 3 rounds to set the distance. By that time, Brian Norman Jr. should have his timing in order. This going to be a hell of a fight. I think it's going to be hard for Devin to fight his usual fight with a guy that's his same size, arms is longer. I think that's going to be somewhat of an issue in there. That's one of the things that I don't think Crawford fought anybody who got long ass arms like him. That boy got a 74-inch reach, 5'7" or 5'8", and he know how to use it. That shit is invaluable in boxing because the name of the game is hit and don't be hit if we keep it at a bill. And it's a lot easier to play that game when you got the height, reach, and speed. But if you don't have the height, reach, and just got the speed, you need all three for it to be effective. When you missing 2 of them, you're gonna have to fight in there somewhere. You have to do some fighting. And I ain't saying he can't fight, Devin can fight, but so can Brian Norman Jr. And like I said, I know way more about Devin than I do Brian Norman Jr., but that's one of the reasons why I like Brian Norman Jr. in this fight, because I know a lot about Devin. And I just, since him and Floyd Daddy split, I think Floyd Daddy health was bad or something. I think that's why I stopped, but I've said this over and over. I have not seen it's like the development has stopped, and the bad habits he been having in sparring, he ain't corrected them. That bow and arrow jab where he jabbing and dropping that hand, that's why he kept getting clipped. You know that's when somebody ain't correct the mistakes you making in sparring, and you done got comfortable with that shit, and hopefully you done fixed it by now. Because if not, you finna get caught with that left hook again by B. Norman Jr. That boy ain't finna be in there just taking no ass whooping. They gonna fight. You know, it's gonna be a good fight. He is the champion for a reason. He been beating motherfuckers, undefeated people. I mean, undefeated fighters that Devin fought. I don't know. It ain't a bunch of them. You know, so like I say, man, it's a 50-50 fight. You know, I like who I like. I don't know why it bothers motherfuckers so much. You know, who another person go along with you, then just go with who you going with, and the chips gonna fall where they where they fall. But once again, what they eat don't make me shit. So whatever happens is gonna be all right with me. Shit, I'm just a guy talking about the fight. You guys take this shit way too serious, especially when you ain't the one in the ring. If you ain't doing the fighting yourself, you ain't got no control over this shit. You just gotta hope the guy that you going for is ready to go that night. And that's just what it is. I think Brian Norman Jr. is coming to motherfucking fight. He ain't doing a whole bunch of stuff for the cameras and all that. Boy, he coming to get paid. This is his finest hour. He get to make more money he ever made in his life. Him and his family finna be rich now. You know, and hell yeah, he coming, and he know to keep making this kind of money, you need to win this fight. Devin gonna make the money either way it go. That's how it look. You know, shit, he been making money. So, you know, I think I like a hungry motherfucker. Me, I like a hungry fighter. I like a guy that's himself. I don't like no fake motherfuckers. I don't. I can't stand no fake motherfucker. I don't give a fuck who you is. If you fake, I ain't got that much time for it. You know, real recognize real, fake recognize fake. You know, real can't fuck with fake for so long because you gonna get tired of the bullshit. You know, so once again, may the best man win. But I truly believe Devin in trouble in this fight. I think this shit gonna be different than what they expected. Straight up. But that's it for me on this video. If you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe. Till next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.